like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And now, enjoy the stream from Talk Liking Anyone. Zed out.
Good evening.
Good evening. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, you might need a drink for tonight. Sit back and relax. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to the big ugly guy in the orange shirt on the left and the right. Thank you very much.
I know I'm just starting to recover from last weekend.
I haven't stopped, and there you go.
There I've been back to work Monday there. It's just been last week's just been crazy. Especially for last Friday anyway.
Yeah.
Another year, another number added on.
We all get older, we always get time. It's VE Day, so we'll always remember the old veterans.
Oh yes. So how are you, Dave?
Absolutely shattered.
I feel like that as well. As I say, it's last weekend was it was my birthday last Friday. Then I had a 2-day toy adventure. I basically just drained me out, and then over the last couple of days, I've been managed to find a couple of decent items in the charity shop. As I say, I've been back to work. I'm now off until Sunday again, so it's just you didn't seem to get a break.
Crazy. Me, Baz, I've been going round in circles, sorting out sofa and problems and all sorts of crap and everything you can imagine under the sun, but also helping our friend that's lost his business and moving out, him still out, but he's now almost found a new property to go to, a new place to go to, so I've been helping him spare time and probably got too much on, but at least I got too much to carry on with, but not enough to, you know what I mean?
Nice.
Dream.
You've just been the same as me. You've just been all go, busy.
Yeah. You know, it's just been I don't know, for the last, since the toy fair, it's just gone, it's been completely crazy and wild, I should say, Baz.
Well, it
That's all I'm
was.
gonna say.
Spent too much money.
No, it's just, even at the toy fair, quite a few people come up to me at the toy fair and said, "Where's your normal table?" I helped more people out. Toy fair just gone, which was the last live stream we did. A lot of people are sitting there, said hello to us. Says, "Oh, where are you?" I'm like, "I'm normal spot," but they didn't even ask. I was like completely out of it again, and all the rest of it. And after that, it's just been. Before that, it's been crazy for the last 6 weeks, non-stop. Yeah. Did a few more crazy things as well. Got rid of my old sofa. Got myself a new one. If you even go through the rigmarole of all that and everything else, it's just been. I don't know if I'm coming, going, or what.
I've been trying to work out where to put all this stuff that I got and what to do with it, kind of thing.
But you still got a space of wall, top left-hand corner, just above your head, next to Castle Grey School.
Well, this is all going to get revamped in the next couple of months anyway. Yeah, no, that space.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Yeah.
Up. I'm going to try and get as much on. I've still got a few spaces on other walls, so I'm going to try and fill them up. Just make it a little bit more entertaining when people come up and have a look at it.
Mate, I'm just trying to put more stuff out on the shelf. If it goes on the shelves, it'll go out thingy-majig. I am happy. And that's it. That's all I've been doing. Yeah. But, hey-ho.
Nice. But as I say, it was my birthday last week, so I kind of went away for the weekend from Friday to Sunday. I kind of just went on a mad toy hunt.
Stag do weekend.
I could probably kind of say it was like that, but not drinking.
But plastic.
Buying plastic, aye. As I say, I went to the Errol Toy Fair / Toy Market on the Saturday, and then I decided to go and go back up there on the Sunday to do the car boot sale. I haven't been to that car boot sale in probably 20 years. Didn't realise they were still doing it.
Huh.
It's like all the majority of the big, because it used to be a market on a Saturday and a Sunday many years ago. But it's like once the markets kind of started to like die off, it kind of turned into like a little boot sale.
Yeah.
And when we were younger, my papa used to take us up all the time, kind of thing. And I thought I'd finished, but no, it's still going strong. So I went up there. I found a few bits up there. Found a few bits at the toy fair as well. I got some gifts for my birthday as well. Probably the first time in probably 20 years I got a birthday cake.
Way. So we'll specially treat you then, I say. I hope you had a good time for your birthday, dude. There you go.
Oh, I did.
For all your subscribers.
I did. It was, as I said, with everything that happened last year, with losing Mum Dave, I never really enjoyed my birthday last year. And I say to myself, this year I'm going to put everything behind me. Mum's going to be there. She's going to be watching. And I think majority of the things that I did find, I think she kind of nudged me in the right direction. Kind of thing.
Yeah.
It was like on the Sunday when I got, like last Sunday there's a charity shop near our big Tesco's that's got, you've got the big Tesco's and then you've got McDonald's and then there's like another little retail park that's got a travel place for your holidays. It's got 2 Red Crosses. One does the furniture, one does like the clothes and the other bits and pieces. And then there's a little charity shop at the corner. Majority of the time you go into that one, it's mostly plushies or toy dinosaurs kind of thing. I don't know what it was. I just had a gut feeling. And I says, "Kim, what? I'm going to go in and have a look." I says, every time I go in there, I never come out with anything. And I actually come out with 3 items. And it's probably the first time in probably about 2 or 3 years that I've managed to find something decent in that shop.
Only 6 months ago, yeah.
You'd probably say they're not that great kind of thing, but I do like these. I mean, the head sculpts on them are actually not too bad. But one of the items I did actually find, I was going through my shorts on YouTube, and I actually found this item in game in 2022. So basically, nearly 3 years ago, I found this item, and I managed to find another one that I'm actually thinking about customizing it or slightly changing it.
Yeah.
But I'm still working on how to actually do it. Kind of thing. But I'll show everything off in a bit. Kind of thing.
Sorted.
I did get one item for my birthday that I've kind of been looking for a while. I just wasn't willing to pay the price that I've seen on Amazon and other online retailers kind of thing. It's like I thought it was a bit overpriced.
Yeah.
Thing. So now I can add him to my set collection that I'm going to try and see how I can do it on display. Because I think it was last year somebody sent me up a really weird item.
Weirder the better, isn't it?
Well, I've still got to put them on the mannequin head, but somebody sent me this up, the trapjaw mask kind of thing. So probably showing off is probably kind of folk are like, well, at least we know what he's been looking for. Because I've got my original one, I've got the 2000X one, I've got the Revelations one. I was just kind of missing an Origins version or the cartoon kind of version. So now I'm happy I actually have them. So, and I do have two different versions of the Loyal Subjects ones as well.
Yeah.
I have a glow in the dark version, and then I have the standard one, and I do have an armless one as well.
Hey, we always like an armless one. Armless the better.
I do have an armless one, but it's weird because I've got the skeleton, I've got the Keldor and the Kronos 2-pack. Now I can actually finally open it up and have them all displayed on the one shelf.
The evolution of trapjaws.
So, as I say, in the next month or so, I'm going to try and revamp like all this stuff, put some new stuff out, and as I said, in the last couple of months, I've kind of gone to the blockies, so I've got quite a few blockies now. So I need to try and find a way to actually display them all properly. I've got the big Optimus, and then I've got a lot of the blind boxes that they did. The only one that kind of looks at a thing is because I've got the Yolo Park Primal, but it's kind of good that he's in scale with the blockies Optimus as well.
I know.
But do you want me to go first to show stuff off, or do you have stuff to show off?
Up to you. You carry on. You're a year older. Your birthday treat, your stream. You go for it.
I'll do that one.
That's weird.
Yeah, we'll start with stuff I got on Friday. So there's a new charity shop opened up in a place called Glen Office. And it's usually a not too bad place to go and get bits and pieces, but it's always a hit and a miss. So went there Friday, went to Glen Office Friday, went to One Below and the usual shops, went to Game to see what they actually had because that Game shop was shutting down on the Sunday. So I kind of went in to see what they had left, but basically everything, all was left was Pops, was Funko Pops. Yeah, enough. There was a couple other Marvel Legends, but nothing special. Even though they had 50% off them, and there was nothing really that was needing because the majority got, even the ones that they did have for 50% off, already either owned them or it was the character didn't mean anything to me. But I went to the charity shop at Clyde Oliver's, and I found this bad boy.
Looks like your cousin.
So when I was sitting on the shelf, I just seen the head and I was like, I thought it was one of the vinyl figures, and it wasn't until I got a bit closer and picked up and realised it's actually a NECA Godzilla. So it's like, you're coming home with me.
Yeah, I think I seen that on Instagram. Did you put that on Instagram?
I did.
Yeah.
Then I went to a shop called Toy Town, and they had the small Revelation He-Man figures with the vehicles. I picked
Nice.
up Beastman and I picked up Pistol.
Aussie and Squid Cheeks.
Just pity they never had Skeletor or Battlecat kind of thing, because that would have been kind of cool. Then I got some, as I say, I got some gifts for my birthday as well. So this is a new series, Dave. I believe you've managed to pick some of these up, and I don't know how they managed to find these, but I got some of the new Gourmet figures.
Oh, that's nice. Some different in it.
Yeah.
Just to let you know, guys, know the new Gourmet is on BBC iPlayer. The first 10 episodes is free to watch on BBC iPlayer. They're 22 minutes an episode. It tells you about the kids, how they get the powers, and everything else.
Fractor. I'm not too sure how you pronounce his name, but he's actually quite a cool one.
Something different, isn't there?
Mm. And as I said, I've been looking for this guy for a while. And I don't know why Amazon and some of the other online retailers, I don't know why they're wanting like 30, 40 quid for this guy. It's just, it's a little bit weird. So now I can add my now I can add my Origin Strapjaw to the...
Trapdoors and trapdoors.
Well, I could add them to the Skeletor kind of thing. I think I'm only missing another couple of the main villains.
What's up?
I don't know what version this is, but his face is actually slightly different.
So they get you
Colour.
slightly different versions of any of the toy.
Then I also got the cartoon collection version of Spikor.
Hey, he's got two normal hands.
Yeah, he's still got his claws in the corner there, and I think he's got some...
And his balls are there.
And as I say, I went to Toy Fair on Saturday. Also went to the charity shop, another charity shop, and found this guy. Kind of going to the Godzilla stuff again, eh?
Yeah.
It's actually weird the amount of Godzilla stuff I've actually found in the charity shop over the last couple of weeks as well.
Well, now everyone quite selling it, you know, Needle Smiths and everywhere else.
I'll get these.
You know, TK Maxis and...
I went to Toy Fair and I found one of the Snake Men.
At the moment, Baz, it's Godzilla versus He-Man. Who would win? Put them in the comments below.
And then also picked up my first Wildcat figure as well.
I can remember that back in the day from the 90s.
I was really hoping they would have had the whole woman, the whole team, because we'd love to get Maul. I think he's just a cool looking character. As I said, I've said previously to you, that a lot of I'm looking for stuff that I either had as a kid, I just want to get back in the collection again, or try and get at least one item from each toy line that they've actually made.
Yeah.
I know it's going to be quite a hard one, but... And then I was quite surprised to find this. This was this seller had all the American toys, kind of thing. They had stuff that I've never even seen before, but it had this guy, so I had to buy the new Krang.
Cranky Collector's guy.
From the Turtles of Grayskull. So I can't wait to get this guy opened up and displayed.
Which version are you going to do? Normal version or extra long version?
See, if you had actually two, I'd probably have bought two of them so I could have two versions.
Yeah.
Right, now we're getting into all the loosey-goosey stuff that I picked up. So kind of staying on the He-Man kind of vibe. I managed to find some 2000X figures.
So did Bash.
Uh,
I was going to run to the toilet, so you carry on. I'll be back in a sec.
No worries. So I managed to find a Triclops. Yeah, there was one guy just selling a lot of figures for like £1. There was actually two sellers there selling figures for £1. So I got this guy. I believe he's the G.I. Joe from one of the live action movies. I got a couple of Fortnite figures as well that I kind of picked up for future customs. I picked up one of the new Lannard guys for the wee boy because he loves these figures. Yeah, I picked these up for my collection because I don't have the smaller Power Rangers. So now I think I've got a full set now. I think I'm just missing the weapons. I've got found another Jubak. Oh, I think his jaw kind of sticks a wee bit. I think I might have a spare Stormtrooper for him. And then I found, as I say, I found a few 2000X He-Man, so I've got another He-Man. He's just missing his sword, or his. I think he actually comes with an axe. But he's got his shield. Then I found a Borg that actually still works. And then this is one collection I want to try to pick up this year. Is I managed to find Boulder from the Look Lords. And I believe this guy is Magnor. So this is one thing I want to try and get back in the collection. Then I also found one of the Brave and the Bolds. I can't remember what these were cried again, Dave. The
Batman Beyond?
Was it
Batman Bold or something?
No,
Batman Brave and Beyond.
I'm talking about the actual team, because there was was it 4 or 5 robots that was made?
Yeah.
It was like then also picked up Skeletor from
Really good.
As I say, I had all these back in the day kind of thing, and I sold them all. The only one I only kept 4. Sorry, it was my the Snake Armor He-Man, Rattler, Too Bad, and my Trapjaw. They were the only ones I kept, and I got rid of them all. It's the stupidest thing I ever did. But back then I needed some extra cash, so I had no choice. Then I found a Luke Cage as well.
Is that Luke Cage or something?
Yeah. I did get 2 figures for like £4 or something, but the other guy was Rey Mysterio, but my nephew stole that one. But I bought it just for him anyway. I just wanted...
Made a clam sale.
I just wanted, yeah. And then also picked up the Shadow, the translucent version.
Nice.
Then I picked up a Walrus Man.
Hey.
He's in really good condition, like. It's just got a little bit
You don't see him that often, do you?
I mean, there's hardly any paint. It's just one little bit on one of his toes. But
yeah,
even his face. I only paid £5 for that one, Dave. And the guy next to him had one that was in worse condition than that, and he wanted like 14 quid for it.
Crazy.
Well, see, I pick up the vintage Star Wars stuff when I see them cheap, so.
Yeah.
Near enough now got a complete loose set of these. Because I managed to get a full carded set, so I'm only missing one figure. So I managed, somebody else was selling some reboot figures as well.
Huh.
Got Bob.
Reboot.
I got Enzo. And I also got his sister Dot.
Nice one.
And I picked up a little Godzilla. As I said, the weekend was like Godzilla, like central near enough. And I picked up some more Star Wars figures. So I made the schoolboy. I thought they were just troopers. I didn't realise it was the Han Solo ones.
You could always use them as troopers because it's with a hat on.
Another Vader.
Vader.
I got this guy.
Hey, Snout.
And also got this one. The Luke Skywalker. I thought it was a stormtrooper. I didn't realise until I come home and noticed the helmet was lying in the bottom of my bag.
Bit smaller than the rest.
And then I picked up a Chatme figure. I've had him a few times, and I've always got rid of him. I really wanted them back because it kind of reminds me of the Extreme.
Yeah, you're Extreme.
Yeah, Wolfman bad guy.
Yeah.
And then I got some more figures for £1 each. So
Good.
I got him.
Indiana Jones, is it, Buzz?
Yes.
Sean Connery. Yosh! Yosh! As somebody would say. And Yosh! Randy Orton.
No, it's
He looks a Gretchen Mini.
Berto something. I can't remember what his second name is. But I picked him up because I've never seen wrestling figures this size. And it's an official WWE Fman figure. This is, it's actually And the guy, when I seen the Sean Connery, it's like, they're all £1, and I was like, I seen these at the bottom of the box, and then these are just new. I can't believe he was selling these for £1. So I got Hera, I got Boba Fett's from an assassin. I can never remember what name is, and then I got her as well. And something that I've been looking at for a while, and I could never ever find them, and then all of a sudden they appear. Then I picked up a lac.
Like.
And also picked up this guy. See if anybody in the chat recognizes this. But I didn't know they actually did figures this size for this movie. So when I seen that, I was like, nah, it's coming home. Give me a second to tidy some of these away.
Like. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share around with your friends, all your good stuff. It's Dark Like an 81 for his birthday special toy haul. Don't forget to smash the like, and don't forget to comment
Then on
your favourite toy.
I went back to the carboot sale. Somebody was selling this. I had to get Chopper. I love Chopper. These went at the carboot sale, but I did pick these up on the last Sunday. But 3 years ago, I picked him up, Dave, and I managed to find another one.
Eyeballed.
But I'm going to try and fill some of these eyes up.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. But I mean, I couldn't believe they were. I actually went with my dad to see one of my mum's friends. My dad still keeps in contact with her, and then she just happened to say, "Oh, you want to go down you want to come down the high street for a wee walk, kind of thing, and walk past a charity shop." It's like, you know what, I'm going to pop in here and see what they've got. Found him. And I know these are not anything special, but it's not unusual. It's not. You don't usually see the two of these together, but I got Venom and Carnage.
Carnage is weird. Hey, Venom's with his tongue.
Yeah. As I say, you don't really see these two. I mean, you can get plenty like Captain America's and all that in charity shops and boot sales and all that, but you never seem to find Venom or Carnage. One person at the boot sale was selling coasters. I couldn't resist Harley Quinn, and I couldn't resist the Joker. Just picked another. But you know me, I like my Joker stuff. Oh. And then this is all the stuff that I got at the boot sale. So this is in really good condition for the age it is as well. I managed to find the 7-inch Turbo Ranger Red. You wind them up. You have some weird action.
Very gimmick.
And then talking about Venom, fitting another Venom. Also got a little Zeo Zord. I know this is a turtle figure, but I can't remember what his name is, Dave. But you might be able to.
Snakeweed or something?
It is. I think I've actually already got him.
2012 version. Nickelodeon 2012.
I think I've already got him, but I think he was missing.
Ogreweed or something, or
I think he was
snakeweed.
missing these at the back and his headphone head ones. Just looks kind of menacing. And I found is it the Blue Centurion? I found a Little John. Well, I think that's a Little John.
Yeah, it is.
Then I found Scorpion as well.
Scorpio.
I don't know how the hell I'm going to display this guy because he is quite back heavy. I'm going to invest in some proper stands as well at some point. And then staying on the Star Wars thingy, I found the Obi-Wan's lizard thing.
Yeah, his head moves by itself. Woohoo!
That's come away, but I should be able to film and fix that. Like, and I found another extreme dinosaur. Started picking these up when I see them. And I picked up this big ass Klingon.
Klingon. Is it Klingon?
Klingon, yeah. Also found another one of these Star Wars ships as well. A little Beast War Megatron. A little Dark Side. Gormiti. Another Yellow Ranger. And I think these were 2005 Monsters in Your Pocket, Dave. That I didn't even know that they did them back in 2005. I just seen them and they just kind of look weird. So I picked these up. And I done some research on them. It's 2005 Monsters in Your Pocket. Then I found metallic Red Ranger, Movie Ranger, that's in really good condition. He's just got a couple of wee scuffs on the back, but he's in really good nick for
1995, yeah?
Then I found a Joker that I've actually been looking for a while. You never find them for a decent price. But this guy wanted £4 for him, so it's like, I'm going to pay the £4 for him. But it's the Keith Ledger Joker.
He is quite nice in that one.
As I say, majority of the loose figures kind of thing I got off of this old couple. Really nice old couple. And got Uncle Scrooge. Give me a sec. I really need to make. I need to get a bigger table, like. Now I got this last time that I bought. As I say, I went back to this old couple and I noticed this on the table. The only reason I bought it for no, it's £3 for the bag. It's the only reason I bought it for was for the Lone Ranger.
Crazy.
But it's kind of, I mean, there's random stuff in here. I mean, you've got a Batman, another Fortnite figure. There's like this dude. There's a wee metal Sonic. A random Star Wars figure as well. But I never noticed these when I picked them up, but there's actually two adventure people in here as well, Dave.
Father Christmas scuba.
I only bought the bag for that because that's the original 80s one.
Nice little find. Pretty good condition as well for these.
Yep. It's got 1980 on the back, eh?
Yeah.
And then the week before, I went to my local carboot sale to speak to one of the guys that was there because I had some Funko Pops I wanted to get rid of, Dave. So just to see if he would be interested. And he went, yes, just bring them in the next time you're here, kind of thing, eh? But I seen these on his table. No Star Wars.
Star Wars.
So I picked him up. I've probably already got that guy, but he kind of just threw that in. But it was mostly I just wanted this guy and these three.
Yeah.
Because I
The
noticed
big droid from the cartoon series.
Yeah, I noticed they come with their guns, eh? They were in his little glass cabinet thing that he's got. There's three different styles. Don't know if the camera will pick it up. They're on the chest piece anyway.
Yeah.
So it's like you've got two normal kind of droids, and I'm assuming that's like a commander or something. The reason I picked him up because his weapons. It's unusual to see stuff with weapons. And then a friend for work was trying to identify stuff, kind of thing. He had a lot of the Kinder Surprise hippos and crocodiles and that. There was one item in his picture that he was showing me because he was like, kind of him if they were worth anything, Dave. And I says, if you go into eBay or use your Google Images, you'll be able to find out if there's folk interested in it. But there was one item that was on his picture, and I says, oh, that's actually quite a cool little dude, even though it's a Kinder Surprise. And he said, if you want it, he said, I'll bring it in for you. So he brought this little dude in.
Ex dude.
I haven't seen these for years. Kind of reminds me of like a little knockoff He-Man figure.
Yeah. Oh, he was back in the 90s. 91.
I think that's. Oh, there was something else I did get. I never even got it ready. Oh. If you hear a lump clunk, don't panic.
It'll be like a...
I found this in a charity shop before. Oh, I think it was Thursday before my birthday. But I found this complete set.
Jeebus.
No, I do like Star Trek, but I mean Star Trek's not a thingy. But I kind of picked up just for the bridge playset.
Different, yeah.
But as I say, it does come with the little figure. What was that? $3.99.
Nice one.
Oh, I'm feared to. I don't know if Rum's in here. I've not even had a look at the chat, but I went to that One Beyond, Dave, or what? It used to be cried One Below, but they changed it to One Beyond. But they had these in little Gundam action figures. There was only two left on the shelf, so I just grabbed them. And I think that's. Oh, this item I'm going to show off. There's probably a couple of folk that I know that would probably appreciate this, and both of them are good American friends, Scuba and Shaba. But I managed to find minus that, but I found this on the Saturday.
Wow.
The wings are a little bit crooked, but I think if I'm young enough, I might be able to heat them up and kind of put them back into place.
Easy peasy.
But as I say, I did have the Origin Shira that fits perfectly. Well, I think I might actually invest in getting the cartoon version because that actually looks a little bit more like Shira.
Really a different colour on it. That's it, the same mould, same figure.
I noticed the sword slightly bigger on that one, and the shield slightly is different as well, Dave. But that's everything that I picked up between last Thursday and birthday stuff and toy fair stuff and carboot sale stuff. What I'd probably say is that if I know you'd probably ask, is that what would be your favourite pickup throughout the weekend? I know there's two, but I think finding the NECA Godzilla is probably first, and then finding Shearer's horse is probably second.
No, definitely NECA Godzilla first,
You never, as I say, you would never ever find. You should never find these in a charity shop. And as soon as I found it, I was like, I took a picture where I was standing next to it.
No, that's chopped. That's cropped. I'm sorry, he's not real.
But it's something weird about it is because they've got NECA Godzilla 2001 Arctic Blast and only like £6 for it. So over the next couple of days, I've got to try and sort stuff out. I sold, as I say, I went to my car boot sale yesterday because they do it on a Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday. As I said, I had some pops that I wanted to just get rid of. They're just sitting there gathering dust. The only ones that I'm going to keep are all the pops that I had. I think about 12 in. Nothing was special, but the ones that I'm keeping my He-Man ones. There's a couple of those He-Man ones that I've got are quite rare and expensive now.
Yeah.
So I had Gears of War and all that. And I was like, you know what? I've still got more to go. So I just take about 10 or 12 in just to see if it'd be interested. So he gave me 30 quid for them plus a box that there was only a couple of figures in the box I wanted. But he gave me that plus a couple other extra bits on the deal.
Okay.
So I'm going to leave that until next week because there's a couple that need to be a little bit clean. But no, I mean, it's probably one of the better weekends that I've had in a long time. It was just nice just to go out and let your hair down, as they say. I know I don't have much hair left, but it would have been better if my nephew could come with us, but he had a birthday party on the Saturday, kind of thing. I mean, it'd have probably cost me it would have cost me a fortune, but doesn't say I managed to pick up on my Rey Mysterio and I got him a few packets of football cards because he's really into his football cards at the moment. So managed to get him a few packets of those. Fair enough, it was the same guy that was there last year that he bought them off of.
Yeah.
So he was back again. He's like, I reckon. He said, "Were you here last year?" I said, "I was here with my nephew. Went and bought some football cards after." He goes, "Oh, just give me a minute." He said, "I've just put them out." And they still had them at the same price, 50 pence a packet. So I was like, "Give me 5." So he was quite happy. I did get him actually a Match Attack board game. I just need to double check to make sure all the bits are there.
Yeah.
That shop did have 2, so if there's bits missing, I might just go and buy the other one just to try and make the 2 of them up.
All right.
But no, I had a really good birthday. I got surprised with a birthday cake after, as I say, I hadn't had a birthday cake in probably about 15 years. Didn't last long, right enough. But I had a few drinks with Dad. Had a wee toast to Mum. But the stuff that I did pick up, Dave, I think Mum was with me that weekend. I think she was just saying, "Is like, oh, if you go to this stall or if you go to that stall," kind of thing. It's just like little gut feelings, especially when you find random. You know yourself with doing toy fairs is that folk will have boxes underneath their table and you don't know what's in them, kind of thing. That's where I found majority of those little, like the loose figures, kind of thing. And even the boot sale, man, it's like I'm going to do that boot sale once a month. I'm going to go up once a month just to see.
See what's what.
As I say, I get a long weekend once a month, kind of thing. So when I'm off that Sunday, I'll just pop up for a few. The only thing, you've got to be there for like 7:30 to get in. Or
that's easy enough to hear.
Because it's I got there about just before 7:30. It was quite quiet, but see by like 8 o'clock, man, it was absolutely heaving. And I say, I'll be up there for like 2 hours. I never left until like 12 o'clock.
Crazy.
I didn't realise how big it actually was, man. There must have been at least 400, maybe 4,500 from stalls there. And I kind of went to every one just to see what they had. The guys that were outside didn't really have too much, but the ones inside, and then they've also got like little outbuildings as well. They've got like 3 little outbuildings. They've got like little stalls in them. And that's where I found the little drawing off the one guy. The guy next to him had the Klingon, and then the guy across from him had the Extreme Dinosaur.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. So That was fun. Really fun. Now I need to save up for the end of this month because there's another toy fair. So I'm going to start putting some money away for the next 2 weeks because there's one on the 24th of May, but this is it's called the Blackgate Comic Con. It's basically a horror themed / gothic kind of thing, but there's a few toy collectors there that do all the horror stuff.
Yeah.
And there's a couple of times I have been to it and I've regretted not picking these items up. I'm just hoping that it comes back because I had some 80s carded monster figures. So I had like Frankenstein. Basically, it's just like the Universal monsters, but these ones are like the 80s ones, and he was selling them for like £20. He had them the first time he was there. The second time he come, that was last year, but it's like I didn't want to, because I had the toy fair going to the Errol toy fair last year. I went to try and keep as much money for that. And I kind of walked away from it, and I kind of regret it now. So I'm just hoping it comes back and he's still got them, kind of thing. But there was another guy there. He actually had the dog soldiers. Anyway, was it £50 for a carded version that I thought was quite cheap, and it was like £25 for a loose version. And I know those dog soldier figurines, I know they go for a lot of money. Then there was another guy. He had I can't remember what the name of the toy line is, Dave, but you could mix and match them. You could basically rip the arms and legs and the heads off, and you can kind of mix and match. I think they were Bop and Go or something.
Right, yeah.
I had them years ago, and then remember there was a knockoff wrestling line, but it was all horror characters like Freddy Krueger and Jason, and the guy actually had those carded as well, kind of thing. And I was like, I remember picking him up because we had a store down our high street called the Moore store, and they had them all in, and I remember buying them all. The only articulation they had was the arms and the waist twisted and the head moved. The legs were like all solid pieces, but it was like a wrestling. But there was like Freddy Krueger, you had Jason, you had Michael Myers. I think there was like a Frankenstein one, and I think there was like 5 or 6.
Yeah.
But I remember having like the Jason, the Freddy, and the Michael kind of thing. But I did have a goal for the toy fair. I was hoping to find a Rancor. The amount of Star Wars stuff I was kind of picking up at the beginning, I was like, oh, this is kind of, and some of the like the Dewback, I mean, the guy only wanted a £5 for that. And I was like, I thought that was quite cheap for that. And it's like, oh, I found a Dewback, and the guy that got after me, he had tons of Star Wars stuff. Majority of it was all like Power of the Force, Millennium Falcon, filming this and that. He even had an Ewok Village, but it wasn't for sale. That was just like for display purposes. But seeing one in person, it's like, that's actually quite cool. Don't understand how they kind of made that into Sherwood Forest, where the Ewoks only been like 3 3/4 inch. And
no, mate, just put green camouflage on top of it.
And I did ask him, I said, yeah, and I had a chance got a Rancor in. It's like, that's one item that because all the stuff that he had was basically his son's. So all the Power of the Force was all his son's stuff. He says the only item he doesn't want to get rid of is his 2 Rancors. And I was like, you bastard. And then I was hoping, maybe lucky enough, maybe somebody would have one at the boot sale kind of thing, not knowing what it was, but nah.
Crazy.
It didn't work out that way. But did you pick up anything
Maybe
over the week? You want to show off before we
I'll
call
go
it
through
there?
it really quick. Make it easy. Something weird.
Wait a minute, I'll put you on this one because this is easier. Well, I'll just have a wee quick look at the chat to see who we actually had.
Universal Studios. Watching TV at the moment. Watching eating scratchy on.
So we had Jumpy in the chat. We had Palpatine, Gap, Haldry. I'm sorry if I've butchered that name. We had Mr. B. We had Gerard. We had Rex from the Devil Flyers. Hello, hail Dave. That's actually quite cool, Dave. You don't see that. You don't see that over here very often.
It's all Universal Studios exclusive stuff, Baz. You won't. Unless you go to Universal Studios itself. And then the famous Krusty.
Those look in really good condition as well. Wherever you got those from.
Then the small Itchy.
Itchy.
A Itchy Universal Studios hat.
Does it fit you?
Yep. And then Scratchy.
You know, because you've tried that, I'm going to have to try and get that trap jaw mask on my head now, ain't I?
Yeah, hold on there. Then since it's Star Wars. But you can't have one without the other.
Right. Just bear with
You know what I mean?
Because you put your Richie hat on, let's see if I can get this. See if this will fit my big head.
It's a pair of Yodas.
Oh, fucking hell.
Hey, suits you.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, you need to wear it till I finish.
I can't even see through it, Dave.
I don't care. Baz got me. He's spitting image the other day.
Oh, nice.
Right, TV.
Oh, that's Entertainer from a Mascot. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Then, if you go to certain airplanes and that sort of stuff, you get like a plush toys from the airplane. So I've got an Emirates plush teddy bear from Emirates. Stick it in your bag. Then I picked up the last four things. Micro Machines, Formula One car set.
I think I've just found my new. I think I've found my Halloween from in.
That was the NASCAR one, so then I picked up Micro Machines like a army set, which then if you open all up to a big building. That wasn't too bad. Weirdly enough, I picked up a new Bakugan Legends Clear Crystal Dragon.
Oh, nice.
Something weird. Talking about dragons and knockoffs, I thought I found a variant Mystic Dragons different carded version, which I've never seen before.
That Bargon, is that one of the light up ones?
No, it's just like a dragon that's You know we get them boxed, but I've never seen them carded.
All right.
I was quite glad to get carded. Now, since we're after the 9 o'clock watershed, I can actually show this off. One of the weirdest things I've ever picked up in my life.
Oh,
Kids, I'm sorry if you're watching, but there you go. Ask about the size of the coconuts on the ladies, but that's about it. When you get older, that's what they look like, old and saggy. And there you go, Baz. You can take your mask off.
Jesus. Oh,
I have
Jesus,
been
you won't be able to
Dave
wear that.
Alters and Dave
You won't be
Alters.
able to wear that for more than like 20 minutes, man. I'm forgetting. I'm sweating.
That's all I got. To be honest, I've got a few other little bits and pieces, but I thought I'd pick out something completely different than action figures. How's that?
There you go. I've got my new mask for Halloween. At least I know it fits my big noggin.
Oh, there.
Oh, Jesus Christ, man. The sweat's just piddling off me with having that on.
Good. Thanks, Baz.
But no. Got another couple of busy days anyway because I'm going shopping with Dad tomorrow. I'm going to have a quick look in Toy Town and the Entertainer and a few charity shops because we're going to Glenrothes tomorrow. This is a way to pick up a bed for my brother. He's getting his new house. So it's like, while they do that, I'm going to nip into the centre and see what goodies I can find.
Yeah.
Before my luck runs out, as they say. And then I'm meant to be taking the wee one out on Saturday.
Good luck with that.
He wants to go to... Oh, there was one. So it was free comic book day at the weekend, Dave, as well. So I ended up picking up a couple of new comics. So I meant to show these off. So I got the G.I. Joe first one, but I think this is a... don't know if this is one that
You
you
put
can...
your own picture on the front, Baz.
And then I picked up one of the new series of Godzilla Heist.
Nice.
And then for the free comics, you're only allowed 2 per customer, but if you spent every £10 you spent, you got another one. So I've got the 2 comics to get a free comic. So this is quite a weird one. I've actually already read this. This is like hilarious, but it's Thundercats versus Powerpuff Girls.
Sweet.
And then there's another Godzilla. Must be another Godzilla series. The guy was telling me these are just... you can actually buy these as well, but these were free. So it's the Godzilla, the New Heroes. And then I got Gargoyles, Demona.
Gargoyle.
Then got Power Rangers Prime. That's half. This is a weird one because I've never seen... I don't know if the American guys have actually had this, but goes from Power Rangers, and then when you turn it upside down, you've got VR Troopers.
Yep.
So it's like 2 kind of mini comics in one. But that's a new comic that's coming out soon. So I might come in. I might pick that one up just to see what it's all about. But when we posted it on our Instagram page, when I seen that, I said I have to buy that one. I want to see what this is all about.
Crazy. I'm crazy for feeling.
But I went back to a comic book shop today because I went in to actually ask a question that I was going to ask them on Saturday, but they were really busy. But on Saturday, they also were doing a raffle day, so it was £5 a ticket. So I got 2 tickets, spent a tenner. One of my tickets come through, so I won this.
No, it's all out for Baz to collect.
Oh hell no! You seen the price of these? No, these are extortionate. I know
No, it's all out for Baz to collect.
I know there's a new line of Invincible figures coming out. That I think it's Jazzware. I think are doing them. That do look. I might pick a couple up, but I won that, so I'm happy. At least I've got something
Right.
coming. And I went back to the comic book shop today to see if they actually had any comics left over from Saturday, because there's usually some still left over, but I went in and I noticed they had Godzilla versus Spider-Man that wasn't there on Saturday. So I was like, okay, what I'm going to pick up, see what it's all about. But they did have some comics left, so the lassie says, you can have one of each one. So I got the Best of 2000 AD. I think this is 2 comics in one. Another one's called The Big Rig.
Big rig.
I got Conan, the Scourge of the Serpent.
Shepherd.
The Mighty Neon. Picked that one up. Also picked up Blood Type. This could be another interesting one, but I think this is for the kiddies as well. But this is Transformers, the worst bot ever. Then I picked up an Archie. I got that one for the wee boy. And then this is, I don't know if this one's called 20 Boom or no, but it's from Boom Comics.
Huh.
So these were all still available. So I actually went in to see if it was actually possible at some point to go back and actually do a video of the store, just to kind of show the guys, like my local charity shop, what it looks like and what they actually sell. Like the majority of the charity shop that the comic book shop that I go to, it's mostly graphic novels and comics. They do have the odd collectible, but they don't. When they first opened, they'd done a lot of collectible stuff, but they kind of noticed it wasn't selling, so they kind of stopped it. But the owner actually has quite a lot of his own personal collection that he actually puts in up for sale.
Yeah.
I just when I turned around there, I was like, oh, I forgot about those comics. But I appreciate everybody in the chat that's popped on and said hi.
Hi.
It's been a couple of weeks where we did one, Dave, but as I said, the last week it was kind of my birthday kind of week, so I had a lot of stuff on, get sorted out. But hopefully we can get back and do this on a weekly basis again.
We'll see what happens. You never know.
There might be the odd week that we can't do it just due to my work at the minute, because my shifts are being we're getting changed slightly.
If you prefer.
But no, I appreciate everybody coming in and saying hi.
Hi.
Try and catch up with a lot of these guys over the next few weeks or the next few months. Especially when we jump onto Salacious's live and that. But I think if Kat was in here, there's a few items that I think Kat would appreciate, especially the Godzilla stuff. But everybody have an awesome weekend. Don't spend too much money. Until we see you again, stay safe and farewell.